Hi guys, welcome all. My name is Mark. I am doing a little introduction video to Zwift, I guess. I will be riding on a time trial. It is the Zwift Fast Friday Bologna time trial course. It is 8 kilometers long. I believe that it is a replica of an actual prologue course for the Giro. The first stage, I think it was last year, 2019. And yeah, 8 kilometers sounds quite short, doesn't it? But the profile of this course basically is pretty flat up until 5 kilometers, I think, and then for the remaining 3, it's quite nasty and steep. So I'm riding on a giant propel. It's quite an old one, but yeah, just the basic setup. I've got a dumb trainer, so just an elite trainer which I had a number of years ago from Halfords. I am riding with a power meter. Obviously there's lots of different ways of connecting devices to Zwift, but I am riding with a Specialised left crank arm power meter. Obviously what the inputs do is calculate my power, and it calculates my power at the same time as calculating my cadence. Okay, so yeah, so this is a time trial. There's lots of different kinds of events that you can enter. This is a time trial setup. You can have a regular road bike, I believe, on here, but in my virtual garage at least, I've been able to pull my time trial bike out. I think it's just the basic one. I haven't unlocked many levels, but I've done this course before. My aim is obviously to try to improve. I'm just warming up. If there's 10 minutes to go. So my previous time on this course was 25 minutes and 43. My FTP at that time was 191, I think. I just started out really. I've recently done a FTP ramp test, and my result was 223. So I've been riding for around 6 weeks since I started my Zwift account up, or back up anyway. I had it a number of years ago. So with the current circumstances in the world, with the COVID-19, I do a lot of coaching usually for a junior triathlon club, Celtic Tri, as you can see in my headband here. Unfortunately, all the sessions are cancelled now. Whereas before I started coaching, I used to do lots of training. You know, I didn't have much time, but now I'm able to. With the trainer at home and things like that, which is perfect. So what I've gone and done is I've got a bit of a plan of action. I've used a website called bestbikesplit.com, and what that basically does is you input your FTP and put in the specific course or profile of whatever course that you are riding, and it will tell you what watts, what power output to push at which intervals on the course. So for example, with a FTP of 223, which is me, it's said predicted a time of 21:43, which is significantly fast. Actually, it's exactly 4 minutes faster actually than my previous time. But anyway, so for the first 1.3 kilometers, it says to ride it at 190 watts. Then 1.3 to 2.3, 216 watts. And then 2.3 to 3.2, 190 watts again, 2.3 to 4.4, 210 watts, 4.4 to 4.9, 240 watts, and then 5k or 4.9 says on the sheet here, to end 255. So I'm not sure whether I'll be able to do that. I'm going to try my best. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to adjust this slightly. As long as I make an improvement on the last time, which I should, I'll be happy. So what I would inclined to do is, when I do get the 5 kilometers, I'm going to hold the 240 watts, maybe to 6 kilometers. So the last 2 kilometers, I'll then try and do the 255 watts. But we'll have to wait and see. So yeah, so my stats, I guess, I'm power to weight ratio type stuff. You'll see the readings on the screen, but I'm 80 kilograms. I am 5'10". So, and my FTP is 223. Make of that what you will. And it's quite hot in the UK whilst recording this now. We're having a bit of a heat wave. I think it's 26 degrees outside. I've got the world's smallest fan cooling me down. I'm happy to answer any questions in the comments if you have any, or questions, but ultimately what this video is, just a bit of an introduction, how I ride on Zwift anyway, and some tips, I guess, how to improve your time on this particular course. So obviously I've seen some examples online, somebody just riding the whole course best effort and then following a similar pattern, a strategy where you basically go wait till the last 3 kilometers and you go, into that deep zone where you're going over your FTP for the last bit. But what I believe it's about for somebody riding at 17 or 18 minutes they did best effort, and then they followed this specific strategy, and I think they improved by a minute off the same FTP. So that is what I'm going to be trying to do. There's no draft effects on you. Obviously in some of the other events and races you do have that draft effect, but yeah, so how the TT works, you obviously all are independent of each other whilst riding, but how it works is we're in a holding area now, and I think it's every 15 seconds a wave of riders will go off. So I'm scheduled to go off in 4:36, but I believe that I'm going off 3 minutes after the first riders. So there'll be a few waves in front of me. We're less than a minute to go now. So you'll slowly edge to the front. So I'm going to try my best. As you can probably see on the screen, there's one rider there who I follow. We're both in the same club, and I follow him. He's also, I think he's gone off exactly the same time as me. And James there just behind me, 2 meters it says. So I'd be interested in having that sort of aspect as well, because obviously I'm not going to want to lose, am I? But I've lost a little bit of weight recently. I'm doing all the bike riding. I'm pretty fit for my standard anyway, I would say, compared to how I've been in the past. I do fluctuate up and down my weight. I don't balloon up too big, or I never really go too small. So pretty standard, but fitness-wise, I do dip, and then I do a bit of running as well, and things will fluctuate. So as you can see, the clock on the main screen, there's a 15-second countdown for each of the first row. You have no idea what watts I'm warming up at. I think my cadence is quite low. I'm just going to have a little rest. before 20 odd minutes of hell. So as you can see, we're edging forward, everyone goes off, so everyone's in, you know, despite going off in waves, you get no draft effect. I guess it's more of a psychological thing that you would want to beat the person who starts up at the same time as you. I'm probably only going to be able to track one person. That'll be N. James, who's in the same club as me, Celtic Tri. We'll see. So I'm out of breath already. It's very hot with the... Do I take the headscarf off or not? It's just giving me a bit of a brow, a bit of a breeze. So 2 minutes to go. And you can see where, I mean, so I think the rider maybe to my right there in black. Don't know how to get rid of the chat. But the rider there to my right may be on a road bike. And I'm on the time trial bike frame anyway. It should give me a more of an advantage on that time trial course. It would make sense, wouldn't it? You know, there are lots of different bikes that you can use and modify your riders to make them look a certain way, have different helmets. But I think for the most part, the main thing, the most important, is riding with the time trial frame. That's what's going to give you the biggest advantage. So we've got just over a minute left. Again, I'm going to modify slightly the strategy. I don't think I'm going to be able to hold 255 watts for the last 3k. It's all uphill. It's a very steep climb. You know, the percentages you probably see on the screen do ramp up quite a lot. Okay, so the overall speed will certainly drop down a lot. I think you can get the first 5 kilometers and faster. The last 3 kilometers take as long as the first 5. So you'll see what I mean now when I get there. So 35 seconds to go. If I lose the ability to talk, I do apologise, but I will try and tell you what I'm supposed to be doing anyway. You'll see some data on the screen, my cadence. I'm going to try and keep that at 80 if I can. It may fluctuate depending on how I'm feeling, but I'm going to try and keep it at 80 or above. I will be riding at the watts that it says on here in 8 seconds. As you can see, it's counting down. 3, 2, 1, go! So I'm going way too fast. So I need to be at 190, okay? So it's not settling, so there we go. Shouldn't be too difficult for me to hold 190, I wouldn't have thought. The higher FTP. So again, other riders are riding at their own abilities, I guess. I've no interest really about what they're doing. This is a time trial. My average is a little bit down, as you can see in the checkpoint, but it should come back up now when things settle down. I'm aiming for 190 watts for the first 1.3 kilometers. So yeah, my watts are dropping slightly, but you pedal a bit harder. You find it quite difficult to find a steady constant, really. So I don't know, I think, well, Nigel must have started, or Mr. James started off maybe 15 seconds behind me. Plus 18 already. I'm doing okay, I would say. So we're going home 41 kilometers an hour. I wish I was outside, because I am sweating right now, and the breeze would be good. So my average is 191, so I'm bang on really, just a bit above. And when we get to 1.3 kilometers, we've got 300 meters to go, I will increase my watts to 216. 1.1. Be hard to keep an eye on the average, 1.2. 1.3. We've got 2:16 until for 8 kilometre now. $2:16. I'm going a bit hard. I think my cadence has been quite constant. Still going a bit hard, I would say. Slow that cadence down a little bit. Control the power output. You can see we're pretty flat so far for the first few. Nigel is 11 seconds, so he's gaining on me overall. As soon as a 15-second gap. But again, as I was saying, tactically, what you need to try to do is manage that effort over the course that you're riding. We're going to 2.3 and then we're going to drop down to 190 again. There must be a little bit of a descent maybe. We're a bit down on the watts average. You can see not doing too bad. It's all in and around. So another 100 meters. I can drop back down to 190. A little bit of a reprieve maybe. Yeah, 190 again. I'm going to ride this to 3.2 kilometers. I know obviously there's different trainers that you can use when you go up a hill. The resistance gets harder and you have to change the gears. But I'm purely riding based on my power output. But it's all good. So we're looking for 190 for another 300 meters. In and around that anyway. And we've got 3.2 and then it's going to start ramping up. 200 meters to go. So he gained on me, so plus 15 would be the same time as me. 3.2, I'm doing 210 now. 210 to 4.4. He's not doing too bad, he's almost caught me. But I'm confident in my plan that if I do follow it as close as I can anyway to it, that I'll get a good improvement on my time. And if I can beat him at the same time, that's going to be perfect too. So, important things to have when you are riding on Zwift is a drink. Obviously, most certainly. So we ride into 4.4 I said, wasn't it? Yeah. And we're going to 240 just for a short while, which I'll probably just try to hold then for a little bit longer than it says on the sheet. 4.4. I'm going to start hurting a lot. So we said, oh, maybe a 22-minute plus course for me. We've done halfway. So halfway we've done in 6.5 minutes. just see how the course gets now. 4.4, 240 watts. So I need to try and control this. I don't want to go up too hard. It might just light up on me. Okay, that's better. Just selecting that correct gear really. Push in. I don't know what he's trying to do. Don't know what his tactics are. Might be better than mine. I may have to stop talking. And this is where we're supposed to be riding at 255 now. Just going to try our best and hang on in there. Whew. Yeah, definitely getting hot now. Trying my best. He's right up on me now. Sorry for the heavy breathing. Maybe. And here it comes. So we're not even halfway time-wise, and I am cooked already. Just gotta try my best to hang on in there. And there he is coming past me. I'm gonna stick to the plan. Not gonna worry. We're starting to get tasty now. There's no drafting on here. Purely due against the course or time trial. See, the speed has really dropped down now. The gradient is massive. I'm gonna concentrate now, guys. Whew. Oh. Okay. I hope I've been recording the sound. We'll find out. So I'm really dying now, I'll be honest. Just gotta dig in, concentrate. Not much fun now. As you can see, my average is way off what I was predicted. I'm just gonna keep trying to keep it at 240 if I can, or there or thereabouts. Sean Richards' Celtic try, but she may have started off a different time, I guess. There she is. Maybe about 10 minutes left. If I can hang on in, I'm not gonna quit. Gonna keep trying. Gonna get to the top at least. Doesn't look less than a mile away to the finish, but I can tell you, it's gonna feel longer than a mile. Trying my best, guys. That's all you can do in these situations. Nigel has gone way off in front, I think, now. Well done. The cutbacks, very steep. Coming up to 7k now, guys. One more K to go. See what I've got. I've tried the harder gear, but I just can't push it. So I've got to just concentrate on keeping that cadence as high as possible here. Someone stopped. Out of the way. Beep beep. We only covered 100 meters in about 50 seconds. The fans on the side, the ones who brave the walk up. Not long left now, come on. Sorry about the sound, guys. I got the legs. Oh, 500 meters. Still a climb to go. Safe to say Nigel has had me. Well done. Target time is gone. Just hope for a PB. Should be reachable. 25:43. Hundred meters. Come on. Under 23. Maybe. And there we go. Can't even see the time. 22:57. 226 watts. 2.8 watts per kilogram. I'm going to leave you there, guys. I think I've had enough for one day. Don't know what position Nigel came. He would have finished in front of me, so well done for that. Well done, Sean, who we've seen riding too. Yeah, bestbikesplits.com. Obviously, didn't work out for me this time, but it's a big improvement on my PB. Almost 2 minutes, so I'm quite happy with that. And we're gonna switch off now, guys, if I can, and we'll catch you